I have Tanmay with me. So he's from Gorakhpur. He has completed his engineering from Madan Malviya University, and his branch was electronics engineering, right?
Right, sir.
So he has completed his MBA from IIFT in 2020, and currently he is working as a product manager in India Mart. So Tanmay, we want to understand first, like just after your engineering, why you have decided to go for MBA and what was the inspiration that time.
Uh, Sir, I feel it's very important to analyze what your strong points are. My strong points was building in networks, and I wanted to enhance my skill. And obviously, the target job at that point of time was consulting, for which definitely having an MBA degree helps. Uh, Plus, post qualifying the CAT, I had the expert guidance, which sort of guided me what were the profiles that I could target as a fresher. And even with my experience at MBA, I would say that apart from product management at top tier firms, there's hardly any opportunity that is not available for the freshers. And even there are opportunities where freshers have a better chance. So, having that sort of guidance pre MBA sort of helped me to decide that I should be going for an MBA just after my graduation instead of waiting for 2 years of work experience and then probably pursuing the MBA.
Okay, so Tanmay, have you talked to any of your senior while you are in your engineering college, or you have decided yourself to go for MBA?
Sir, so there were a few seniors who were sort of pursuing MBA, both while as they were freshers, and there were a few final year seniors when I was in first year who sort of guided me, and they were going into MBA with work experience. So I had Krishna Bajoria, sir, who did his MBA from NITI, and he guided me to and that was, I guess, the first batch of Prepzone, wherein I had that sort of experience where, all even the silliest of the queries were answered. And for someone who did not have as much exposure as I would have liked pre MBA, I guess that was the turning point, which actually helped me make my decision and my game plan accordingly.
So, Tanmay, how was the process of IFT different? Because I think in IFT you had GDs and extemporaries and other processes. So, how was your experience in the IFT interview?
Right. So, sir, I guess mine was the last batch that had the offline process, and I guess they have again started with the offline processes these days. So, during my process, it was a VAT, that was a 20-minute written exercise. You had to write somewhere about the optimum number of words would be somewhere between 200 to 300. Um, Mostly general topic, sometimes even abstract. Post that, there was a group discussion that was 20 minutes of group discussion. And the peculiar design of group discussion at IFT was that initially every single candidate was given 1 minute to speak and express their views. So, suppose there are 10 people in a group discussion, the group discussion timings would ideally change. It would become 25 minutes. 1 minute, every single person speaks, then a 10-minute or a 12-minute group discussion, and finally, the panel would ask someone to conclude. And it was specifically happening that the panel was asking uh, some person who probably would not have spoken enough in the group discussion to conclude the group discussion. And
Okay.
after that, there was a PI. PI was relatively on the chill side. Hardly I remember, while I was waiting for my chance, hardly I remember anyone having more than 15 minutes in the PI round. So the optimum time for PI for everyone was 10 to 15 minutes only.
Okay. So, Tanmay, why you have chosen IFT over other B schools? Because I think you have converted new IMs also. So, why
Right.
it was the clear choice for you?
So, sir, I converted IFT. I converted MDI towards the later round of counseling. I converted almost all the baby and new IMs apart from IMR. There was one R. Not sure if it was Rohtak or Ranchi. Uh, but yeah, apart from that, I had the and as I already mentioned, right, my most important aspect of doing an MBA was to build in a network. IFT, being a college that started in 1962, has ample set of alumni in every field, in every sort of division that you would want to have. So stretch it from trade to the product management to consulting to the finance, obviously sales and marketing. You'd find IFT alumni everywhere, and not just at the junior levels, which might happen with a lot of baby or new IMs that have started comparatively a lot newer, but even at the apex level. And even during my MBA, I was a part of the alumni relations committee, which gave me ample opportunities to interact with the alums at the senior level. So that was the most important part of choosing IFT, and I guess I've succeeded at that.
Okay. So Tanmay, I'll not take more time from you. So what will you have for the new aspirants who want to join B school this year? Because you will be the mentor this year. So what will be three or two or three major points according to you that new aspirants should focus on?
Uh, I guess staying ahead of the curve. Uh, there's a certain set of homework that you need to do on your own. Pester your mentors with any doubts, any queries that you have during the journey, because it's better to have those queries pre-interview rather than having those doubts at the interview when someone is asking you that same question. So you need to brief your profile, you need to prepare everything that's there in your resume, and mostly the sort of mentees or the relevant mentors that the mentees would be getting would be coming from similar backgrounds, if not the same. So I guess they would be, and given that they're all recent pass outs, they would be the most experienced people who would be guiding you through the process. So utilize this opportunity as much as you can. It's totally up to you. So you need to take that responsibility, and you need to come up with as many doubts or as many improvements that you can suggest.
Okay. So Tanmay, thanks for your time. So people who want to be guided this year, they can join our GDPI program that will be launched just after the CAT. And this year IFT is not there. IFT exam is not there. This time they will be shortlisting only basis of your CAT score. So if you are targeting only IFT, then who can better guide you than Tanmay? So we have other mentors from IFT also, but Tanmay being one of the experienced mentor, he can tell you that how the life looked like at IFT. Even if you are converted more than two B schools like MDI or same colleges like I am in Indore IFT, then will also guide you that which B schools to target or which way schools to choose, right? So you can join us in this journey. Thank you, Tanmay.
Sure. Thanks, sir.